So as soon as I posted that video, I am completely out of energy. My fatigue is hit, and it's like, girl, we just put you in alignment, and you're like trying to do all this stuff. What are you doing? I'm trying to be mindful while I'm doing it. It is so hard to slow down when you're so motivated and you want so badly to do everything. And your mind is like, yeah, I can do this and this and this, and then all of a sudden your body's like, it's so fatigued, and I need to lay down, and I don't even have a good neutral. But I also need to eat. I'm running out of energy, and so my quickest, this has been my addiction lately. Okay, something about me. I absolutely hate sweet potatoes. Hate sweet potatoes. Potatoes should not taste sweet. These are sweet potato fries. These fries come with, let me see here. Sweet potatoes, vegetable oil, contains one or more of the following: high oleic canola oil, sunflower oil, cornstarch, rice flour, cane sugar, tapioca dextrin, sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, let's see, chili powder, red pepper, dried yeast, black pepper, spice, gluconic acid, and xanthan. So due to the cayenne pepper and all the other things that are super spicy, these do not taste sweet to me at all. They actually taste kind of spicy and like seasoned like Arby's fries. And I don't know if they do potato or sweet potato fries or not, but they're seasoned and they're a little spicy, and that is why I like them. They do not taste sweet to me, and that is the only reason I like them. And I like to air fry them, and I still get oil dripping off of them, and I try to dampen up the oil so I don't eat all that nasty oil that's accumulated on them. But I mean, this is not the best of option for me for food, but it is my go-to when I am in desperate need of some food ASAP, because this is done in like 10 minutes. And I can distract myself for 10 minutes doing something else, most likely just resting. I like to put one nice thick layer on the bottom of this, and then slip right there. Max crisp. 12 minutes. It doesn't even need 12 minutes, it needs 10. So I like to take it out ahead of time and just I like to gauge where I'm at. I have to flip some of them over in the middle of the air frying process because these mother truckers burn. They crisp and burn in this air fryer. So, maybe I shouldn't put it on max crisp, but I love crispy sweet potato fries, even if they have a little bit of black on them. I honestly do not care. I'm trying to actually correct my posture at the moment. I just corrected it. I need to do occupational therapy with physical therapy. So now I need to find some place to give me occupational therapy. So then I'm going chiropractor 3 times a week, physical therapy 2 times a week, occupational therapy 1 to 2 times a week. So that way I am getting therapy multiple times a week on different parts of my body to help strengthen me and become more functional before I have surgery. This is so important to me to continue to try to gain some kind of stability before I go under the knife. I need to make sure that my body is going to be able to tolerate surgery. I need to really be more mindful about where my body is in space. I have to check myself while I'm walking around throughout the day, just like this, like I'm showing you. I'm kind of like moving around a little bit like this, just because I'm closing my eyes while I do it, so I can gain stability in my muscles that are trying to gain balance because it doesn't know where I am by having my eyes closed. But I'm also engaging. I can lift this up because I have pants on underneath. Right, so I am actually engaging my deep belly breathing muscles, which if you put your thumbs in your belly button and go like kind of in a heart shape underneath your belly button, those are the muscles you need to be engaging when you take a deep breath and breathe and do breath work. So when you take a deep breath, your stomach should be expanding out when you take a deep breath. And when you let your breath out, you're supposed to engage those muscles and go up and in. You engage those muscles right here to go. So I should be pushing out right now when I take a deep breath in. And that is deep belly breathing. And that is how you get a spine aligned, no matter what you're holding, and the body above it, below it, next to the spinal cord, whatever case may be. My fascia gets stuck everywhere outside my spinal cord and attaches to my spinal cord. I am imagining my muscles like being engaged as I feel them with the inflammation of my body when I take my breath in and when I go to let it out. I can feel the inflammation in my hips, in my thighs, in my legs, in my pelvic bone area. Inflammation is a unique feeling. Come on, Stormy, come on in. Just laying out there. I can feel the inflammation in my hip bone right here, right now. Just from doing I also bend my knees a little bit and keep them shoulder width apart when I do my deep belly breathing. I'm trying to keep my body neutral. In order to find your neutral, you need to stand against a wall. Trying to find a good wall to stand against so I can show. Maybe the fridge. Let's stand this up like here. I think that this might be in the way, but I'll try and do it beforehand. So your neutral should be, so feet up against it. So taking like a little step out a little bit. Shoulder width your feet apart. And your back should not, your middle back should not be touching this, but your shoulder blades should be. That is the neutral position right there. So that is neutral standing up. And it's good to have your knees bent a teeny bit too, so they're not completely, jacked. And I gotta take these out for a second. They're perfect to be flipped over now because they're just at that verge of going to be getting crispy. So now I gotta move all of them around with some freaking tongs. You gotta do the double thing, otherwise it don't count. Did I flip that one over already? I don't know. Flip that one over, that one over. Ouch, touch the freaking outside of the pan. Ouch. Flip that over, flip that over, flip that over. Put that one on top instead of bottom. Without tearing it apart. So hard to flip all these over, yo. Put that off to the side so maybe it don't burn as much. Put the thicker pieces on the inside center. Flip these suckers over. This guy on top, maybe. Yeah. Alright, I did a good job of flipping them over. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Start. So in the time that I can do these little exercises to help my body because I'm about to sit in bed. My flat surface here. Trying to work on my quads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to put too much strain on my knees. It does put a lot of strain on the knees, bending the knees at that. That is kind of like a help assisted squat because your back should not be arching too much or anything. So I believe in this being a good substitute. Go 90 degrees with your quads. Do that 3 times and you should be good. I might just do it twice because I don't want to be too sore. So these are things I need to do throughout the entire day in order to stay stable and in the best condition that I can be. And it's not so much while I'm up and about, it's usually when I'm sitting for a long amount of time or laying for a long amount of time in bed is when I really have problems with my subluxations. But moving in and out of my vehicle is also a common problem. So I have to pull myself up into it, and I need to have a better stepping stool. So for my own disability needs, it's something that I really do need to look into fixing sooner rather than later, as my needs are becoming more and more apparent for what I need. It's just I get so overwhelmed with all the organizations and places I can go to. I just have to pick one and keep, going down the line to the last one. Maybe 4 deep breaths. Whew. That was my 3 exercises I did for myself. I think I did pretty good. Now that it's down to the last 2 minutes, I'm going to check those freaking sweet potato fries. Now if you look at them, you can see that they're starting up on some of the edges. So now I need to make sure to shuffle them around. It is so hard to get these fries cooked just right. I've tried so many times in the air fryer to get them to go. The key is just keep flipping and moving them around, and so they're not drying in the same spot, because they will get really blackened. You've got to move those pieces around so they have diversity in how much airflow they get to how fast they cook. And I'm no chef. I really don't cook that often at all, guys. Like this, I'm learning as I go. Like, I'm not very good at this. This one I think needs on top. He's kind of soggy feeling. Needs to be on top and get burnt. I need this one burnt. Alright. 2.5 minutes. Hopefully they get nice and crisp to where I like it. And then I use a little bit of ranch to dip it in for my dairy. This is probably where I'm gaining my weight right now, honestly, is because of eating this. And processed food is not good for you at all. And I continue to use dairy, which is not good for my inflammation. It's the last of my ranch. It's really watery because I added some milk to it to make it less thick last night. So it's done though. I need to use the last of it, so I'm using it on this. I should be having a salad along with this, and whatever I don't use out of this container that I dip in, I'm going to use for ranch for my salad. I'm going to have a salad, I think. Just to balance out the nutrients of the carbs and the oils and stuff. No, I love my salad. I love eating salad, and we also have some turkey tenderloin. I don't know if my mom used it all. I really hope she didn't. It's my favorite thing in the world. I'm going to have to go buy myself a turkey tenderloin at Walmart. That's the only place I find them at. In the meat department. That requires me to go into Salem, a place that I just really get exhausted going to. If I'm already tired as it is, like I'm starting to be now because they moved a lot of my muscles around during PT, I guarantee I'm not going to be feeling up to wanting to go into Salem. It's just not, it's not my cards for today unless I get my homeless friends gift thing together. Which, like I said, I'm losing momentum as we speak. Like, I'm fatiguing my muscles out, and now I just have to rest the rest of the day. Because I have to be prepared for my infusion coming up in 2 days. And I also need to fill out my paperwork for my new immunologist. Which I have the packet I need to print out, so my dad just doesn't order enough ink in enough time for the printer. My dad is lazy. He doesn't ever get things done. Okay, so now look at these. Now